Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very important night in this award season when it comes to the acting races, the SAG Screen Actors Guild or Actor Awards, whatever you want to call them. The race is here. I'm not confident in my predictions at all. I ended up doing one battle, Timmy, Buckley, Taylor, and I did have Penn in my predictions video, but I switched over to Del Toro. Sinners and Ensemble just really makes sense to me, but I do think, like I said in my prediction video, it needs an acting win, in my opinion. If it gets 3 acting nominations to win Ensemble, I feel like one of the actors has to win with it, and I just didn't know who that would be. This season has already been so chaotic, so I'm expecting it to be more chaos and not go the way I expect. So yeah, I'm second screening it over there. Let's see what happened. Okay, so they announced the order of the presentations here, and they're really like testing people who are here. I mean, I watch all the TV shows nominated too, but the fact that they're doing like all of the TV categories and then all of the film categories, I feel like usually they at least like sprinkle 1 or 2 film categories before at the start, and then they do all the TV, and then they do the big film ones. So I'm not going to be reacting to the TV ones in this video because I didn't do predictions. I imagine it's just going to be Pitt Studio Adolescents doing quite well. So it's going to be a little while until you see me again. That Catherine O'Hara thing was really moving. Such an icon. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Dang, Owen Cooper didn't even show up. Even he is tired of getting all these awards at this point.
One eternity later.
Now we're finally getting into the film awards. Starting off with the crazy one, supporting actor. I switched to Del Toro, but part of me just thinks it's going to be Penn. Part of me also thinks it could be Lordy, but I don't really think so. If it's just Penn, that's kind of boring. I'm going to pay close attention applause-wise. I know that usually means nothing, because there's very few people in the room compared to the people voting, but I have no clue what's going to happen. Let's see. Okay, everyone's getting pretty good applause. Oh, not much for Sean Penn at the end there. Okay, let's see. And he still won. Okay. And he's not even there. He's not even there. He shows up to the one ceremony where he doesn't win. And now these last 2 ceremonies, he hasn't showed up. The BAFTA, I can excuse. It's across the pond. Maybe he didn't want to fly over. This is like in LA. This like blocks away from where the Golden Globes were. So I don't know. I mean, it's a good performance. I know lots of people are really rooting for this performance to win, and lots of people loved it. So I don't want to come off like it's not deserving. He's good in the movie. He's not. I personally prefer Del Toro of the 2. But it's like, part of me is just like Stellan Skarsgård, not probably gonna have another opportunity to win an Oscar. Same with Delroy Lindo, probably. It's like Sean Penn clearly does not give 2 shits about winning another Oscar. He's not even showing up. Who knows if he even shows up at the Academy Awards at this point? That'd be crazy if he just isn't even there and he's gonna win. So it's not like he's undeserving. I'm happy that people are voting based off of like solely performance, it seems, rather than a lot of like the outside factors like career, narrative, who has one and who doesn't have one. I do think it really should be purely based off of what people think is the best performance. And it seems like that's going to be Sean Penn this year, even though I don't completely agree. And I would just be personally a little happier to see someone like Skarsgård or Lindo or even a Lordy, or who else is in that category? Who's the other person? Oh, Del Toro. Get a moment. Del Toro's already won, but it's gonna be Sean Penn, and yeah, that clears up that category. At least that category will not be that unpredictable going into Oscars night. Okay, supporting actress. I predicted Taylor. Part of me just now like it's going to be Madigan. It just makes sense for SAG. If Taylor doesn't win here, it could be Musaku too. None of those 3 will surprise me. If it's someone else, I'll be surprised. But any of those 3 make sense, honestly. Amy Madigan. Okay, yeah. I should have predicted that. It makes so much sense for this body. What the hell's gonna happen at the Oscars? I still don't think she can win there. She's the film's only nomination. She missed the BAFTA. Oh, she's running like the Weapon Kids. Yeah, I mean that was a good speech. It wasn't the kind of speech that I think can like kind of clinch a race. Like the Jamie Lee Curtis SAG speech, I think that kind of like really helped her. That was very fun, very it was a nice speech. It wasn't like I think about speeches like even though she didn't end up winning, like Demi Moore's Golden Globe speech or even Jamie Lee Curtis, like purely like based off like the emotion and legacy winning at the SAG Awards. Those speeches I think kind of like really helped and were just more compact. And I think Madigan was a little bit all over the place, as she said so herself, talking about the awards lack of genitalia. But it was fun. It was funny, and I think that's why people are liking this performance and her outside of the film. It's fun. It's funny. It's unexpected, and clearly, it's just like she's in the weakest film of the three. But I don't think Taylor and Mosaku are either super strong. Like Mosaku, I kind of just still kind of think the BAFTA is maybe just a British factor thing. She could still win the Oscar, but like I felt like I was like on my lonesome when I saw that film, and I was like, she was my favorite part of the film, and I feel like a lot of people didn't agree with that. So I'm happy to see how far she's come, but I'm kind of surprised, and I would be kind of surprised if she does end up winning the Oscar. Madigan off of what goal she would win? Madigan would win off of Critics' Choice and SAG. It's the strongest combo. Winning off of just Globe is hard to do, which is all Taylor has. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of people who won off of SAG and Critics' Choice. And the first person who's coming to mind is Chastain for Eyes of Tammy Faye. That kind of there's similar kind of performances in a way in terms of like the wackiness, honestly. But I do also think Chastain was seen as more overdue for an Oscar. She was more established, like within the award space than Madigan. And her film at least got one other nomination with makeup. Like Weapons was thought to like early on in the season maybe get makeup, maybe get screenplay, maybe get casting. It didn't get any of those. It's filmed. I can't remember the last person who won an acting award for the film's only nomination. Beale Street got one other nomination, I'm pretty sure. Culkin got screenplay. Like it's rare. It's quite rare. I'm gonna have to think about what to do in this category. Unlike supporting actor, where now it's just like, well, it's just gonna be Sean Penn. That's what I'm gonna predict. If Taylor won here, it would have been like, well, yeah, Taylor's just gonna win. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'll leave the rest of the talking and theorizing for our final predictions. But yeah, what are you guys gonna do in this category? Best Actress is up next, and I think that's just gonna be Jessie Buckley. The surprise could be Rose Byrne. If you listen to those anonymous ballots, which you shouldn't. Jessie Buckley. Yes. Sweep. The only acting sweep of the entire year. And deserved. As much as I would probably vote for Rose Byrne. But Jessie Buckley is amazing in that film. I'm just now stressed about what's going to happen in actor. I was looking at Best Actor on Wikipedia earlier this morning, and I noticed the only person to have ever won twice in this category was Daniel Day-Lewis. Timmy would join Daniel Day-Lewis as the only people to repeat multiple wins in this category. And part of me is just like, even more so than like the back-to-back year thing. I don't think that's a major factor. Putting him in the same era as Daniel Day-Lewis at 30, I don't know. Part of me is now thinking he's not going to win here. And if he doesn't win, I think it's going to be Michael B. Jordan or Hawk. Like the one thing when I was doing predictions or changed my predictions earlier from Penn to Del Toro, which was a dumb move. Because I'm really still thinking about Sinners and Ensemble, but I was like, what if I did Sinners and Michael B. Jordan? Because then it would have an acting win. But I don't know. Part of me is also just like, it's just Timmy. It's just Timmy. But is it? Oh, it's going to be Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
The way Viola misreacted. made that clear. Wow. What a reaction. Wow. I always, whenever these clips go online, I rewind them 5 times and see how every single person reacted. That's what I do. Wow. 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 What? What am I gonna do? Best speech of the night, for sure. Well, Sean Penn didn't even show up. Madigan's was fun, but Michael B. Jordan felt like he maybe had a little more to say here. He also gave a great speech at the NAACP Awards last night. I think those were. That Viola Davis reaction. This is like, that's one of those like award season clips that, you know, when they end up on YouTube, you like rewatch it a lot. At least if you're like crazy about awards like me, this will probably be one of them. Timmy doesn't have a single industry precursor. He just has the Globe and Critics' Choice. But if I Swear was never released this year, was Timmy number 2 at BAFTA? Like if he was number 2 at BAFTA and he would have won the BAFTA if I Swear wasn't like the major British hit that it was, then he's easily just Adrian Brody last year, where he has BAFTA, Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, misses the SAG, just like Timmy won last year at SAG, but Brody had everything else. And then Timmy would fulfill the same thing, having everything that Brody had, and he would then win the Oscar. Now we know he has no industry precursors. Michael B. Jordan is the only actor with industry precursors. Who was the last actor to win Best Actor without SAG or BAFTA? Okay, it was Sean Penn in Mystic River. That was a long ass time ago. But also, who was the last actor to win here with just SAG? Didn't win the Globe, didn't win the Critics' Choice. I'm not going to go through and do all that research again, but that's also very, very rare. But if it's a split race, what we often say in a split acting race, you go with whoever is in the stronger film. And that would be Michael B. Jordan. And he also gave a great speech and had a great award season moment right at the end of voting. Voting ends in like 3 or 4 days. This is fun. This is chaotic. I love this award season. And I have no clue what I'm going to do in 2 of the acting categories. So we'll actually have a lot to discuss come final predictions. Ensemble is up next, and it's most definitely going to be Sinners after that. Yeah. Just the applause, too. When all of them were presenting for Ensemble, the clearest, loudest applause of all of them was Sinners. So, I mean, yeah, Sinners. Yeah. Wow. I still think One Battle is winning Best Picture. This just made sense for SAG Ensemble. It made a lot of sense, especially after that Jordan win. Oh, and they've got Delroy speaking. Delroy's been like more so than like maybe anyone else nominated, like out there the last few weeks, campaigning. He's been everywhere, and letting him speak here is a very smart move. Okay, I feel like that could have been like if you were using that speech to maybe boost Delroy Lindell or the film in general. I feel like that could have been. This is my note on multiple speeches tonight. A little more concise, a little more like compact, a little more like focused. Still a great speech and a great night. That's the end of the awards. I did terrible. I did so bad. I only got Buckley right. That's it. You know, you take some swings and sometimes you miss. And I whiffed tonight, but I'm also kind of happy that I whiffed because now I have no clue what I'm doing in 2 of the acting categories. I still think picture goes to One Battle, but I have no clue what's happening in actor or supporting actress, like at all. I need to like reach out to the BAFTAs and ask them who had the second most amount of votes, because that would be very helpful. Because I don't know if it was Timmy. I don't know. If it was, then I think I would just go with him if I knew that, but I don't know that. So this will make for a very fun discussion, fun surprises throughout the night, fun ceremony as well. Flew by. There were ads. I didn't know there were going to be ads. I pay for no ads, but yeah, fun ceremony. chaos, this award season, this chaotic energy continues. What surprised you the most? What are you doing in supporting actor and supporting? No, I know what you're doing in supporting actor. Tragically, no, we're doing Sean Penn, supporting actress and actor. What are you doing in those categories? I knew I was crazy to not have Sinners winning anything. I just didn't know what to give it. I should have done that switch, but oh well. Oh well. You live and you learn. So yeah. What are you guys doing in those categories? Comment, like, subscribe. Because it's about 2 weeks now. We're in the end game. We've got about 2 weeks left. And then you're gonna get 2027 predictions. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching. And good night.